Friday! Well, howdy, y'all, and welcome to Fer Friday, number 129. I'm Bunny Barnes. Who's the first person in the room here? Oh, I'm making my memo large. Look at that. I can make it larger. I didn't even know I could do that. Kathleen, first person in the room. Just saw you guys. And Ron Scott wishing me break a string. Thank you so much. Hey, Slim. What I heard was a great set. Hey, Johnson Hogg. Bonsoir, monsieur. And Ken Nashif is here. Yes, I left my sombrero home. I'm sorry. It's in Mexico. I left it where I was. And Dave Mason is here from across the pond. Thank you all for coming on such short notice. I'll clink you all. So that was Solito Lindo. We were sitting in a Mexican restaurant when a mariachi band came through and played Solito Lindo for us. And so, of course, I had my little guitar, my little guitarlele with me. It was the first thing I did was went back to my room and I had to play Solito Lindo. It was written in 1882 by Quirino Mendoza y Cortez. And it means lovely, sweet one. Solito means sweetie, and lindo means cute or lovely. So there you go. And as some of you know, I was just in Mexico. I needed to get away for Valentine's Day. I couldn't be here. I know you all understand. And so while I was there, I was at a little soiree. I don't know what you call it in Mexican. No hablo español. And but my sister-in-law and both my brothers, they speak Spanish, so they got me through the whole vacation. And while we were at a little party in the evening on a rooftop, we were coming down about 40 steps, and it was very dark. And I kind of thought there was one step and there was two. And so I went down pretty hard, saved the wine and the guitar, but broke my little toe. Yepper, I just found this out. I've been doing everything. I didn't go to a doctor there. I've been doing everything I was supposed to. I kept it elevated. I iced it. I had tape with me because 3 years ago, it was still in my suitcase from 3 years ago when I did this. Yep. And so I taped it and I did everything I should, but I had it x-rayed today, and it is broken. So, orthopedic on Monday. Here we are. Story of my life. So, I'm so thrilled that you came to see me today in this short notice. Solito Lindo, as I said, was a tune that we heard while we were there. And we heard this other tune while we were there. You'll know it as soon as I tell you who wrote it. It was written in 1977 by American singer-songwriter Jimmy Buffett. Oh, I'm missing some comments here. Sorry. Hey, Debbie Freed made it. And Gene Galligan came. Thank you, guys. Sartorius. Christy. Guten Abend. So good to see you. Hey, Charles. Thanks. It's good to see you guys. Hey, Jan Anderson made it too. Thank you all. Muy lindo. Gracias. I know gracias. Prego. Is that right? Por favor? Por favor, I think. Prego's Italian. Por favor. Hey, Mike Schnabel. No worries. Thanks for coming. Yeah, you've done that too, Rhonda? Yeah, it was... I mean, I didn't think anything of it. My leg was scraped. And my toes hurt. But then they got really black and blue. And I thought, let's go check it out when I get home. All right, so... I don't know what they're going to say on Monday, but I have a gig on Sunday, so I'm not going to let it stop me. There you go. So, this first tune was written in 1977 by American singer-songwriter Jimmy Buffett. Yes, we heard this there as well. There were some bands playing while in different restaurants we were at. I'm sure you already know what it is. He wrote most of the song while at a friend's house in Austin, Texas, and finished it later while he was in Key West, Florida. It reached number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, number 1 on the Easy Listening charts, and also peaked at number 13 on the Hot Countries charts. Hey, Harold. Thanks for coming over. Or coming up, I should say. from Florida. Good to see you. Billboard ranked this as number 14 on 1977 pop single year-end chart. And it remains Buffett's highest charting solo single. It was inducted into the 2016 Grammy Hall of Fame. So I hope you'll have something to sip on. You got it, Slim. Margaritaville. Margaritaville. There you go. Hey, Tim Eady. Good to see you. Oh my gosh. Haven't seen you in eons. I keep catching you on a replay. I'd love to catch you live again. Tim is an amazing guitarist. Hey, thanks, guys. Wow, you blew out more than your flip-flop, Rhonda. You blew out your left ankle. I just broke my toe. It's not too bad. I guess it's fine. I hope they don't put me in a boot. That would not be very fashionable. I gotta look good on my gigs. I have a gig Sunday, so maybe it'll fit in my UGG. I don't know. Margaritaville. That's a great tune, isn't it? It's fun. I don't know if I'm up to my normal clean playing today, as this was just planned this morning. I posted it last night, and I figured, I'll figure out what I'm playing tomorrow. And then I had to go to the doctor and x-ray, so I didn't work on anything. But it seems like you're enjoying it anyway. So thanks, guys. So this next song was performed in 1975 by John Denver. He also featured Olivia Newton-John on vocals, rest her soul, in that recording. It was released as a single from the Windsong album and peaked at number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart and spent about 2 weeks atop the adult contemporary chart in early 1976. It was Denver's 6th number 1 chart topper. It also peaked at number 12 on the country chart. Here's Fly Away. Fly Away. Thanks. I didn't even know how I was going to end that one. Hey, Gina Adams, Connie Amax, Tom Ratledge. We got a full house. Wow, Mike, total knee replacement. Ooh, that doesn't sound pretty. Hope I don't need a toe replacement. They don't do that, do they? No, that's... Yeah. It'll be total knee replacement. Sounds awful. I hope I never get there. I know it's hard for me to get up from the ground, though. So I bet you I'm heading that way. Good to see you guys. David Bjornsgaard made it. Thanks. Howdy. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a seldom heard John Denver tune. I usually do it in a medley with My Sweet Lady. Yeah, it's a really kind of a sweet little laid-back tune. So I want to encourage you. I'll do this. Try to be real quick with this. I want to encourage you to share it. Hi to my invisible friends: Kit Sarikaku, Bob Salzberg, Craig Petrin, Daryl Anderson, Lauren Payne, Michelle Whiteman, Maggie Clark, Joe Wilcox, Jane Walco, and Greg Christoval. And any others who are invisible to ECAM. I did not get to see Helen and David last night, and I didn't get to see David Falcone today either. I didn't get home in time for Helen and David, and I was making calls to doctors this morning. I don't know if Stevie Coyle was on either, but Slim was on. That was good. And I did share Slim, so you can go back on my feed and see Slim. And I think that Warren might be on Saturday. Somebody in that chat might know that. Is Warren on at 3 on Saturday? Is Folky Fridays at 3? And Meredith Craig might be back. Meredith Axelrod, Craig Ventresco, back Saturday night at 11 p.m. And Raleigh Brown Sunday for his All Request show at 10:30 a.m. And yeah, he is on. Oh, good. Good. All right. So look for... hey, Stephanie Jackson. Good to see you. Wow. Thanks for joining. I want to... And also don't forget, Muriel Anderson will be live on Monday night. You never know when LJ is going to show up. He might be on at 4:30 on Monday. But Muriel definitely Monday live at 7. And Cozy and Charlie. Cozy Sheridan and Charlie Koch on Tuesday morning at 10:30 a.m. Thanks to Carl Brownfield for sharing me on the Carl Shop Show. KGFN.org. If you want to see some good roots music, check out Carl Brownfield, Carl Shop Show, KGFN.org. And Rusty and Jan from the Philly folk scene, sharing myself and lots of other local artists and international artists as well. PhillyCam.org or WPPM Radio. And then I will be back. The gig that I had planned for tomorrow got canceled while I was in Mexico. They have a private party going on Saturday, so I will not be at Piccolo Trattoria on Saturday night. I guess that's all for the best now, huh? Go figure. And then Sunday, but at Sunday I do have a gig. I will be at Crossing Vineyards and Winery Sunday from 2 to 6. So I hope to get to see some of you if you're local. Hey, Ellie Kennedy. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. So, yeah, that's all I can tell you right now about my gigs is, and I'll be back next week. I'm planning on doing 3 for next Friday. So maybe I'll see some of you this Sunday at Crossing, and then I'll be back next Friday with probably a little more, who knows? I don't know. Whether I'll be polished or not. I never know. So, I should have been retuning all this time. Break a string, not a digit, or a toe. Yeah, any of my digits. Thanks, Rhonda. I appreciate that very much. I will have some help getting to the gig, so I'm not too worried. So this is a tune that John Lennon wrote. Hallo Bernd aus Deutschland, grüß dich, Bernd Böckmann. Der spielt so ausgezeichnet. So, freut mich. John Lennon wrote this tune in 1971. It's his all best-selling single of his solo career. He said shortly before his death, the words came from his wife Yoko Ono. It reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts in the USA in October of that year, and BMI named it one of the 100 most performed songs of the 20th century. Let the guessing begin. In 1999, it earned a Grammy Hall of Fame award and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's 500 songs that shaped rock and roll. By 2013, it had sold 1.6 million copies. So can you imagine what it's 12 years later now? In the UK, it sold, just in the UK, it sold 1.64 million copies. And it's been covered by 200 artists, including Madonna, Stevie Wonder, Joan Baez, Lady Gaga, Elton John, and Tommy Emmanuel did a cover of this a couple years ago. Yeah, you got it, Gina. Stephanie, too. Rhonda, all of you got it. Yep. This is mostly based on Tommy's version, but it's got some of my own in there, too. Here's Imagine. Thomas, thank you. Imagine. I think we need some of that vibe now in our country. That was the main reason I did that today. Yeah. Trying not to listen to news while I was in Mexico. Bernadine Gillis Reed made it. Thank you for coming in. Good to see you. Thanks so much. The comments, guys, are just... Whew, I'm not going to take the time now to read them, but I will respond to every one of them. Hey, Alex Bevan. Thank you. I appreciate it. Aw, thanks, guys. David McDonald, all the way from Scotland, came over. He and Dave are over here. Thank you so much. I so appreciate those comments. Yeah, imagine. So, I have one more for you today, and this is probably one of my favorite tunes to play. If somebody asks me to play one of my favorite tunes, it was originally recorded. Again, you will know it immediately. Originally recorded in 1960 by American singer-songwriter Ben E. King. Let the guessing begin. He wrote it with Jerry Lieber and Mike Stuller. According to King, the title was inspired by a gospel hymn written in 1905. The royalties topped $22.8 million and made it the sixth highest earning song of its era. 50% of the royalties were paid to King and his family in 2015. His original version was inducted into the National Recording Registry by the Library of Congress as culturally, historically, and aesthetically significant, just 5 weeks before his death. Yep, you got it, Rhonda. He evidently never really intended to record it himself, but had written it for the Drifters, and they recorded it a year later as a tribute to King. Here's Stand By Me. stand by me. And you guys have stood by me. I'm looking over here. There's a picture of Stephen. Honey's on the window here. So I look over at him because he's always standing by me. Yep. Thank you so much for all the wonderful, wonderful comments. I will check them out after this. Letting the guitar be my voice heals my soul. And I only want to make you happy with my music. And I hope I've done that today. I will see you next Friday for Fer Friday. That's hard to say. Fer Friday. Number 130 at 4 next week. Love you all. Be safe out there. Bye.